Hi guys, welcome back to another video. If you are new here, hi, welcome. My name is Catalina, owner of Krafts made by Cat, a small business that sells cute handmade goods. And if you're back for another video, thank you for coming back. This is Vlogmas day 3, day 3, right? Yeah. I'm backwards here. Vlogmas day 3. If you saw yesterday's video, you would see that I made these demogorgons. So I made this big guy, and I made this little one. And I say in that video, but I have to make quite a few of these guys. So I do have a premiere yarn order coming in. So that will probably be unpacked on this Vlogmas as well, if it gets here before Christmas. I'm not sure. Before I start anything else though, we are going to go ahead and open my advent calendar. Let me just set up the camera. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and get this guy open. So, here we go. And let's find day 2. Should tuck these in. There we go. Okay. There we go. Day 2 is right here. So we're going to push it open. There we go. And we got a cute brown gingerbread. Look at him. He's so cute. So I did actually give the frog to my dad because he likes frogs and it was green. But all the ones that I'm keeping or whatever are going to start going in this one. But like I said, I gave it to him. So the gingerbread is now in the Lowe's tin. So today, I have not as many things to do, but the things I have to do today are much more time-consuming. So, the demogorgons. I want to post about them today and get them up, especially because part 1 already came out, but part 2 and 3 haven't. So, yeah. Which means I need to take product photos, I need to do some recording, some editing, so on and so forth. I want to do that ASAP. It is currently 9:13, so I still have some time, but I definitely want to get that done. And also for the event, like I said, I have 2 events left, one this coming Thursday and one this coming Saturday. Today is Tuesday. I want these at those events, and I'm going to make one more of this big one, and then I'm going to have a total of like 5 or 6 of these guys to put in like a basket on my table. So I have one, so we'll make like 4 or 5 more. I gotta see how close the Posh really is to premiere. I think I said it in the other video, not this one. This is the only other skein of sand I have left. And I bought some more, but it's obviously not going to be here in time for my events. I do have some Posh of this color laying around. It's pretty much the same color. I just gotta see how close it really is in the light, but it looked the exact same to me. So hopefully it's close enough that I can put them together, but I am going to make the other big one in this second skein, so at a minimum the 2 big ones match. So we have these guys. I also want to take product photos, get a listing up, post about it on social media, and so on and so forth. So that is a big thing I want to do. Because I want to post it on my website, I want to revamp my website just a little bit. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time doing it because after these events, I plan on shutting down my website so I can do some resets and some business side of things for the new year. So I don't want to go all out on, revamping and fixing it if I'm just going to shut it down and redo it anyway. So I just want it to be enough to where I can put these demogorgons on there in case anyone wants them after I post about them. After that, I need to make a blue anchor. So if you saw day 1 of Vlogmas, I will link it on the screen. If you saw that video, I did say that I made an anchor at the event, an anchor the octopus, and on Saturday, and then it ended up selling on Sunday. I made it in this blue frosting color. So this is Bernat blanket frosting in the color Seaside. It says Pretty Blue. And I posted about it. I did also do a post on Instagram, like a picture post, of my event, and I put the anchor photo at the end of that. And someone my dad works with saw it through a repost, so on and so forth, through Facebook, and they want one in the exact same blue color. The only problem is this is all I have left, and when I made that anchor, it was a brand new skein. Obviously, this will not be enough to make an entire anchor. It's not possible. So I had to buy another skein of it. The only problem is Walmart had this for a little bit, and then they dropped off the face of the earth. They had the tweeds too, and then they dropped off the face of the earth. And when I go to order it through Walmart, it says shipping is 3+ days. So I had to order it through Amazon, which is absolutely insane because the pricing is already increased on what a regular skein of burnout blanket cost. And I had to actually buy 2 skeins of burnout blanket to be able to hit the $25 to get it today by anywhere from like 5 to 10 p.m., which is what I need because this order needs to be finished by Friday. So I am going to make as much of it as I can today. I do technically have 8 tentacles laying around that I could use. I didn't want to, but I'm thinking I might now. I do have the time that it took to make these, and I still have the cake that I use so that I can weigh it after I make the underbelly as well. So to save time, I think I'm going to use the 8 tentacles I have sitting on my desk. These 8 tentacles were made, were made for this yarn. My grandma wants a Anchor the Octopus in this burgundy burnout blanket mystical. Now this color I can get at Michael's, but I can't get the frosting. So I had gotten around to the 8 tentacles, but I hadn't gotten around to adding in the burgundy yet. So I think we're just going to take these 8 tentacles and use this yarn up all the way until I run out. And then once the yarn gets here, I can finish it tonight, and he can take it to work in the morning. So he said Friday, but I'm going to try to get it done today. But it is, I don't want to say the back burner, but it's just going to go somewhere throughout the day. And then depending on how long all of that takes, depends if I get on to the next thing, which would be duck and frog hats. I only have a couple left, so I need to make them in white and yellow. I don't have any duck and strawberry hats, so I will make some of those if I get the chance. And I also want to make ducks with Christmas hats. I saw a post about it, and I absolutely want to make them for these events, especially because the duck and frog hats are loved. So I think Christmas hats will do well as well. But the Demogorgon is my priority because I want to edit and post and do all of that. And then I will probably do the anchor up until I run out of the yarn, and then go back to the Demogorgons and go from there. Okay, it's been a couple of hours. Ignore that. I don't know how I did that. I just came back. I just had to go out real quick. I fixed my website. I added the listings for both of the Demogorgons, guys. I'm just gonna keep showing them because I absolutely love them. So here they are. I have the listings up. I posted on social media both videos and a post on Instagram about these guys. Absolutely adorable. I still have to make quite a few of these whether I sell any or not. Quite a bit of family members want a set, so I mean that's not a priority, but I do still need the yarn for it. So after I did all of editing and all of that good stuff, I have gotten 3 of the tentacles done. So like I said earlier, I'm just using the ones that I already had laying around because I actually used this cake of white to make those tentacles. So I have the original weight down. And we have the first 3 done. It's such a pretty blue color, which is why I used it in the first place. It's, like I said, burnout blanket frosting in the color Seaside. I just thought it was a great color for an octopus. And since I had a whole skein of it, I was able to make an anchor. So I have 3 done. I have 5 to do. I'm just going to keep watching YouTube and finish this and get as far through the anchor as I can. I'm just going to keep going with the tentacles and the body as far as I can until I use up the skein. My Amazon order has shipped, but it's not out for delivery yet. It is only 1:30 though. It says 5 to 10. So hopefully as of right now, it does say it's still on track for this afternoon, and I hope that's the case so I can finish this tonight, and my dad can take it to work in the morning, because he gets up and goes to work well before anyone else in the house is awake. So I have to have this done tonight if I get the yarn. If not, then we're just gonna have to wait a day. And then once I finish up the rest of that, I'm just gonna continue making more Demogorgons. Gotta make 2 more of these, because this one is going to my dad, because he likes to keep the originals of things. So I need to make 2 more of these, and I'm gonna make like 6 or 7 of these guys. Ignore that, my ringer is on. So I'll just see how far I can get through, how many I can get through today. Okay, it's been quite a few hours. It is currently 5:30, but I wanted to catch you guys up and talk about a few things. So I know I talked about what I was going to do, but obviously it's been quite a few hours. So I got this much of the Demogorgon done. So if you remember the big one, yarn fell, I have the body done. So now all I need to do is do the red and the black, and then do the ball here, and then the spikes, and then crochet it together and add the white, and then sew it on. So I just have one portion. You make the arms separately, and then you do one leg separately, and then you join them and go up, and then you crochet the arms in. So this is what the body looks like, and this is where I stopped. Because this is something I didn't have to measure out, so I wanted to leave this for tonight or later on. Update on the anchor. So I checked my Amazon a little bit ago, and I'm checking it again right now, and I keep clicking on the blue one every time, and it says that my yarn is out for delivery, and it's 7 stops away. So that's good to know that it's on the truck. Or actually, I think it's a personal person, like, you know, in their car. Amazon does that. So that's obnoxious, because my dad is taking a nap, and I don't want the dogs to wake him up. So I might have to go out there and get the package so they don't come to the door. But that's good that this blue yarn is getting here, which means I can finish this tonight. I do have 2, 4, 6 of the 8 tentacles, which means I just have these last 2 here that need to be, dropping them, that need to be, the blue needs to be added on. And then I only had a tiny amount left, so I did the magic ring and did some, an increase for the back head piece of the octopus, because the front and the head gets sewn on, or crocheted on, with the tentacles. So you like crochet the tentacles together, and then you go up with it and add the eyes. But the back head piece is crocheted separately, so that's what this is. So I have 2 more tentacles to add them all together and finish that back piece. So I will be finishing that anchor tonight, so my dad can drop it off in the morning. And then so I did that until I ran out of yarn, and then I did the body of this guy. This yarn won't stop moving. And then I did the body of this guy and then stopped, because I don't have any axolotls. That's a lie. I have one blue one, and I decided that I want to change up the axolotls that I make, but I didn't want to have multiple variations. Thankfully, I only have one small blue one left. I do have a couple, like, front head pieces made in other colors, but I'm not going to worry about finishing them. I might for the store that I sell in, but we'll see. But what I want to do is I want to make them in blanket yarn, because I'm trying to get rid of my blanket yarn, as a lot of people from this channel already know. So I'm trying to do that as much as possible. And honestly, I think these axolotls are cuter. So I'm using a multicolored yarn, and then a solid color, either lighter or darker, for whatever they call this. I don't know if there's a name for what this is. This is the tail. I don't know what this is. Fins, there we go. So the fins, and then the tail is in that dark green color, and then the body is just tie-dye-ish. So I went ahead and just made one from start to finish, so I can do the pricing for it, because I am revamping everything in the new year, and that includes pricing. So I am trying to readjust, and I'm doing this because I switched to Premier Parfait, so my pricing is no longer accurate with Sweet Snuggles Light Yarn. But I'm also changing a few other things, so that's another reason I'm shutting down my website for a couple weeks, is because I'm going to be remaking products for markets. I don't think I've mentioned this yet, but as of right now, I have one locked in market for 2026, and it's a 2-day festival at a fairgrounds, kind of local to me. And it's a big festival, and I'm in it this year. I've never applied for it before. I want to do more bigger markets in 2026. And they're having another festival in January at the same location, but a different, still big festival. I haven't applied yet, but I do plan to do that one, and that one's at the end of January. And then the other festival is the beginning of March. And there's another event in the very beginning of October that I got invited back to. I just need to pay the booth fee, but you have to send a check. It's like a whole thing, so I haven't done that yet either. So the only guaranteed market I have is March. But I'm planning for January, and because it's a big festival, kids will be there. So it's going to be a whole thing. So I'm repricing axolotls, and I'm probably just going to keep making axolotls because there's a faster way I can make these guys if I do the whole body color. Don't put the eyes in, and don't do the solid color details. Just keep doing the body and stuff, and so, and repeat, and then I can take care of the rest later. I can have a good chunk of these axolotls done. So I will probably update you guys either later tonight or in the morning of whatever I finish, so that I can end this video and edit it so that it's out on time. The yarn got here, so I figured I would open it with you guys. This is how it came. There should be 2 skeins of yarn in here. One in the blue color that I need, and then I think the other color was maybe the yellow version of frosting. I can't remember off the top of my head. Because I wouldn't be surprised if they get mixed up. Golden Hour, so the orange yellow one. I actually haven't used the skein I own of that, but it was the only other color option that was part of the spend $25, get it from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. So I'm sure I could have found something else like on Amazon, but I was just trying to get this order through. So okay. Oh yes, I paid a ridiculous amount of money for this, to be truthfully honest with you. I think they were $16 a piece, which is ridiculous, especially when they're normally $11.99, but this is what I needed. So this color I don't need, because like I said, I already have it, but I needed something to be able to get it here today. I mean, it could have gotten here tomorrow, but if I can finish the order and get it out now, that's fine. So we have another one of these, Golden Hour. I'll find some use for it, maybe seahorses or just more anchors in this color instead. And here we go. This is the blue color that I needed. So this is baby blanket frosting in the color Seaside. Matches. Look at that. Look. Matches perfectly. Exactly what I needed. So I am going to finish the the axolotl I'm on. I showed you this one. I got a second one done. I'm like almost done with the third one. So I'm going to finish this, and then I will finish the anchor and get it set for my dad for tomorrow. And then I will finish the axolotl, probably keep doing axolotls until it's dinner time. And then I will go back to the Demogorgons this afternoon, maybe. Okay, it is the next morning. Again, I am getting ready to close this video so I can edit it and get it up. I don't remember where I left you guys off again. I can't recall. I did finish the anchor. I don't remember if I showed you guys or not. If I didn't, it looks exactly like the one in the video of day 1 of Vlogmas. I just had to make another one. I made it in this blue yarn. I didn't take any photos or anything. I just packed it up and made sure it was ready. For the morning, I will be making more anchors in the future. So don't worry about that. This guy is the same way that I left him when you guys saw him last. This is what I'm going to be working on next. But I did finish. This is the original axolotl that you guys saw. I did do 5 more before I gave up and quit at nighttime. So I have more. I will be making more, but I am going to get back to the Demogorgons. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!